Hi, I'm Eric Garcia, and I want to welcome you into my conversation with Greg Williams. Greg, welcome. Thanks for being with me, man.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate
You betcha.
it, Eric.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I know that we as couples have in common, and certainly individuals, is that we're passionate about marriage and family. Jennifer and I are really committed kind of down the stream a little more than what we know it needs to be. We know we've got to back up and get in these young people's lives and talk about how do we have the right kind of relationships leading into dating, which leads to engagement and into marriage, etc. But before we go there, I'm very interested in your own story. How did you get to where you are today? Where did God bring you to get you to this place?
Wow. Okay. How long do we have? Because it's crazy.
We got some time.
Okay. Literally, I grew up in a great Christian home with godly parents in the last generation, which you hear it all the time, is the dad's job was to provide.
Right.
And my dad is just the most wonderful, wise, patient, caring man. But most of that came through the provision, and yet we grew up on a farm. Mm-hmm. And so we were together almost every day. Mm-hmm. Doing chores on the farm. And then when I started playing ball and doing things like that, they were there all the time. Now, you know that somebody cares when they're showing up, they're taking you and getting you there and all those kind of things. So we had it modeled really well. What happened was that in my fundamental type background from a theological or a Christian perspective.
So we share that. We both grew up the same way.
Very good. A lot of head knowledge. Mm-hmm. The application in the heart came a little later through God's pruning and other things. Pruning's a real nice word to use here. Yeah. So the shears were tough sometimes.
That can hurt.
Yeah. But through college and shortly after college, I kind of walked away. God was always getting my attention. I just wasn't always paying attention. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I live that right with you, Greg. Yeah. I'm with you.
So, but the one thing, and I tell people this all the time because of what we're in, Eric.
Yeah.
The one thing that kept resonating with me was Dr. Dobson's work and focus on the family. Okay. Even when I was walking away from the church from time to time and from God, listening and hearing God, the little things I would hear on the radio or something like that would go, that makes sense. So God seemed to be drawing me back into that. So I finished school, played ball for a little while professionally, came back and started teaching and coaching because I thought, well, what a natural fit, the shape.